arrested for this. The other day on the internet, I saw somebody posted it. I apologize for not remembering what it was. But they put Russell Wilson's stats last year in Denver up against Bo Nix's stats this year in Denver, and they were kind of similar, very similar. But yet I feel differently about Bo Nix than Russell Wilson, though the numbers are the same. So, and the offensive personnel is mostly the same. So, and the coach, Peyton's the same. Bo Nix, Russell Wilson. What's Denver doing offensively that feels different to me? Because I feel they're more explosive.
And they are. The numbers are the numbers, but it looks different because it is different. One thing about Bo Nix, which I'm not sure many of us expected, Colin, is he is very good throwing the ball in the middle of the field between the numbers at the intermediate level. And I think there were questions about whether he could do that at the NFL level. But he's done a really, really good job with that. So in terms of the timing and structure of their offense, the rhythm of it, and the pass game, it just is better than it was a year ago. And so numbers they're just a cumulative thing over time. But the way you achieve those numbers is more important. It's the process of achieving those numbers. And the process in Denver, the way their offense looks and plays, is much more consistent with Bo Nix than it was a year ago with Russell Wilson.
Yeah. That's why, again, you can't just look at the numbers, okay? You can't just look at the numbers. The numbers are the numbers. I love that. I want to remember that. Obviously, everything Greg Cosell said was very well put. I think it's also a couple other things too. One, you just know that Bo Nix is a rookie, so you're seeing the growth and the progress, and so you also just have this belief of like he's going to get better and better and better. And so if the numbers are the same, it's like, well, this is a rookie quarterback going up against a seasoned veteran, Russell Wilson. The numbers should be better. It should feel different. It should look better. It should feel more explosive. You see Bo Nix also, like, he brings such an energy to these games and to this team that, like, again, you see it. You see the physicality. You see the strength. You see the youth. It's just, it's energetic. If you're watching those same numbers and that same and the same team playing, but you just keep switching out the quarterbacks to Russ and Bo Nix, the energy, it just leaps off the screen. It just comes out and grabs you, and it's so obvious. It's electric. And there's such a reliance on Bo Nix to do these things, to get these said numbers, where it felt with Russ, it was almost more of like, this is the best we got, right? There's kind of a difference. They're putting up the same numbers, but this is like, hey, Bo, we need you to do this, and he does it. Whereas with Russ, it was just kind of like, yeah, this is all we can do right now. Kind of like have at it. And actually, I want to do more, but like it just seems like we're just not getting there right now. And that's why you saw that disconnect with Sean Payton and Russell Wilson. And Russ is obviously having a great year in Pittsburgh, so it's not even like this isn't meant to bring down Russ by any stretch of the imagination. But it is such a fascinating thing to think about, how someone can have the same numbers or similar numbers, similar stats, and be like, okay, but then like, why do I feel differently about this outcome, about this experience, about what I'm watching? And like Greg Cosell is saying, it's like, it's how you're getting there. Not all 70% completion percentage is the same way. Not all 240 yards per game is equivalent to all 240 yards per game. Not all 14 to 3 touchdown to interception ratios are all the same. It's why you really have to watch the game. You have to watch and then listen to other people who are breaking down the film, or if you're good enough, break down the film yourself and really kind of take a look and see the differences. And I think most people would say that when they watch the Broncos this year versus last year with Sean Payton, or with Russ, that they would say this feels better. This feels like we're going in the right direction. And before, it felt like we were kind of either going in the wrong direction or just kind of stuck in neutral, right? We were just we were stuck in mud and we're revving the engine and the tires are spinning and we're just not getting anywhere. This feels like we're moving forward, and ultimately that's what you want to feel like, that you're moving forward. Not to mention, this is the floor of Bo Nix. This is the true floor, not the ceiling. And it's only going to get higher. It's absolutely, from my viewpoint, going to get higher. It's not like we've seen his ceiling and now there's the potential that it could get higher. And so it's like, yeah, maybe it'll grow a little bit. Like, I see it as this is the floor. This is the true floor of where Bo Nix is. And there you go. I think it's also, again, everything that Greg said and then what I just kind of highlighted, I think is obviously accurate. But then I also think it's kind of the whole idea that Russ was kind of set up to be like, here's this like Hall of Fame level quarterback. He's about to elevate the Broncos to levels that we haven't had in a million years. Like, oh my God, this is amazing. We're getting a top quarterback in the NFL. Like, here we come. Let's go. And it just was not that. Like, if you really kind of go back in time, there was the feeling of essentially like you were getting like a Mahomes, a Lamar, a Josh Allen type of quarterback. Obviously not in like his pure athletic prime and on the up and up, but like you felt like that the Broncos were supposed to be getting that level of player. That's why you got paid the amount of money that he got paid. Like, it was supposed to be like truly special, right? Like, that's what you were waiting for this year, and you didn't get that. So you're going to obviously be upset. It's like thinking that you're going to eat chocolate, but instead you get vanilla. And it's like, it's still sweet and pretty good, but like, I was expecting chocolate and I got vanilla. Like, this doesn't taste the same. With Bo Nix, like, you knew you were getting a rookie quarterback. Your expectations were going to be different. You're definitely thinking more 2-3 years from now, not this year. If you thought Bo Nix was supposed to take over this Denver Broncos team and lead us to a Super Bowl this season, like, you would probably also be let down a little bit. You would be looking for reasons to kind of tug and pull down rather than looking for reasons to elevate. So it's also just a change of kind of public perception, expectations, and what you're asking. Not even a quarterback, but just an individual, a person to be for this franchise. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos and why things look different, even though statistically they're the same? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.